Hi folks, we are back at the World Cup in round 4 and we are going to watch one of the games between Slovenia and Germany F. This was recorded from my perspective and it's against the Knights of Valyrian still. I'm playing Greyjoy Kings of Winter and Saraaa, do you remember what the result was at this point in the match? Was it 3-2 in favor of...
So I think that was 3-2 in favor of us.
Yes, I think so. So, chance to already guarantee at least a draw from this match. And we're up against this. So, the thing is, there are two Knights Watch Valyrian Steel versions going around. I call them Argento and Alex version. Basically, they differ in the plot. So, Alex plays two copies of Exchange of Information like this deck does, and then plays Forgotten Plans and the Crown to keep the board and has Duharis and Duel, while Argento is more aggressive, plays the father into Morgulis and of course has Duharis as well. And this one has the two exchanges, so no Morgulis in this one, but it doesn't have Duel, which Greyjoy Kings of Winter kind of, I mean, you can, it takes a while to get more than one high cost character into play, but yeah, you can't really play around that. So one gets killed, one gets nailed. There's no stand in the deck, except for I guess Gorold getting lucky. And Duharis hurts it as well. Plus the chance to play Pointy and into Morgulis. So those are kind of the things and Forgotten Plans to counter First Snow. However, still need to get around the Econ Choke, which happens. So we have two summer plots, but these summer plots are income 3, right? So that's already a problem. And yeah, the gates into Gates of the Moon is the plan. But then if that gets Night Flyered early in the game, that's also difficult to really overcome for this deck. But you have the agenda, right? You get little
Yeah,
Seasoned
especially if
Woodsman
you have
triggers.
Seasoned Woodsman on the board, it can generate a lot of money from basically 0 gold. If you do one of those builder the wall and you have Seasoned Woodsman and you put a bunch of attachments on him, it's basically, I don't know, I think we played in testing at one time. I collected maybe like 2 gold and it looked really bad, but still you could put like 5 cards on the board on
Yes.
just 2 gold. But obviously it's not in a great position then.
Yeah, you can get some board with a bit of luck. So you have two forest patrols, which also can come in. Well, you have to pay the shadow cost. I mean, anything that you have to pay for hurts a little bit, but then you can just put it into play. And this grizzled miner, which survives first now, this is one copy, can be reduced a lot. So those are some things. And yeah, the wall. I mean, to get the wall in play independent, it's all expensive, and then you need to play around Nothing Burns. There's a lot of soak here for Nothing Burns in the
Yeah.
locations, but yeah.
And then the other icon is Flea Bottom Alley, which is, I don't know, I don't like it that much. It's 3 or lower, so it's capped, right? And it's not reduced, it's just a 3 or lower, and it's not all of them, and often you waste 1 gold basically because a lot of them are 2 cost.
Yeah.
And yeah, once it's gone, it's gone, and if there's Murmur on the board, you can't even use it. So I think the plan to go with high roads is probably a bit better in this matchup at least, because high roads stay and then you can use them if there's an opportunity, unless they get night flight, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, so we have Milk, we have Craven. So
Yes.
maybe just, I mean, Cage of Ravens in theory can put a lot of cards into play for one cost. There's some charts and all the attachments, but really the problem is steward character only, and some stewards have no attachments or no attachments except weapons. So
Actually, the
really,
majority of them have. I think there are 2 copies of Stuart of the Wool, and then there's 1 copy of Samuel. It's actually the Watchers on the Wall version.
I think that's it.
And then I think that's it. Is there another one? I really struggled playing this in testing. If you use the steward for claim soak, you're basically out of characters to put Cage of Ravens on. I think Hob has no attachments except weapon, right? And Daemon has straight no attachments, as we know. And is there another steward?
No, and the attachment Sworn to the Watch not in this deck either.
Yeah, not in the deck. But there is Green Dreams, which I think is not a good replacement. I would rather have Sworn to the Watch if you have an attachment that's zero cost. And basically, I mean, you look at the top card, so you have a bit better top deck. If you have something that's really unpleasant, you can put it at the bottom, but not great, and it's terminal, so you can't do the recycling. So I think that was not brilliant, and you have defensive the blue that in theory could be nice to have uh, one gold, and you can try to do something like we do not sow, like you choose strength one, but the problem is you almost never have gold to also bestow it, so you just
Yeah.
put it in and draw and
Yeah, and Bestow is a little awkward with Seasoned Woodsman. It triggers after he gains
yeah.
potentially gold,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you can miss it. Bestow triggers before.
Yeah,
The-
yeah.
you can't spend the gold, so
Catapult's hard to, it's almost never playable here in this. If you have at least some choke, it's almost never gonna be on the board.
yeah. So in theory, we should
Yeah.
have a good
I
matchup.
think this is a very positive one.
But we did play one where I got a bunch of little Orkmund rivers and stuff, and they just could never do anything impactful, and I had an awful first snow opportunity. Basically, would lose my entire board. Just never drew a high cost character, and I lost that one. So it is possible to lose.
Yeah.
So well, let's have a look at the game. Just find it. So here we are.
And always bloody cup in the opening hand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a character to set up with Balon. If I just play Balon and Rose Road, it's a little bit weak. I'm thinking, is that
Well,
the
it's
better thing,
Balon, Rose Road, and
Iron Fleet
Iron
Scout,
Fleet,
or
yeah.
do I put in two characters, Hagen's Daughter and Botley Crew? Because Botley Crew, of course, is useful. It can choke immediately, and then okay, have gold for Grey Ghost out of Shadows.
Yeah, and I think whenever Greyjoy Winter, at least when I play, set up something in Shadows, you always want to try to go first if you have at least one cost location, so you don't immediately get. If you set up something like Rose Road, it doesn't matter. But if you are counting on there being Night Flyer in Shadows already, you don't want to go second. So your one time that you get +2 from Gates of the Moon goes away immediately.
Yeah, and Grey Ghost in Shadows, honestly, if all the charts come in, it's difficult to bloody cup them because there's so many and not that much stealth in this deck, to be fair. And Grey Ghost is one chance. If it comes out of Shadows, there is Nightmares, as we saw. But
Yeah.
if it comes out of Shadows and can prevent two from defending, then you should be able to trigger bloody cup. And I
Well,
don't actually draw into anything useful here, unfortunately.
I would say actually in this matchup, Bloody Cat was not as much key card as in some others.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting a
Yeah.
tile in bloody cup, right? So
And also here, I think there is Cluster, but there is no Benjamin in the deck.
interesting.
Benjamin has turned out to be pretty excellent, I think. And also, I think there's not, like I said, there's the Alex and Argento version, but Argento has, I think, 3 Tetrasoids and then Blackbird at least twice, I think.
Yeah.
Twice, yeah. So you have very heavy on this loop, but I think in this deck, not so much.
Yeah, so I'm going first. So if I did have Night Flyer, I could get rid of Gates of the Moon. So interesting choice, but I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I was hoping it could be, but
So I'm looking at is it worth just playing Balon? I have the gold for him, but that's Balon and obviously the reducer from hand would be the only thing. I would not have any threat of Bloody Cup, and we do not so. So probably better to get multiple characters if it's possible. I have Lucas who has stealth.
yeah, Lucas not bad. He has stealth and intrigue icon, which is pretty good.
I could pass here, which means that if I play Grey Ghost, I should be able to at least get We Do Not Sow on Gates of the Moon. I mean, it's not Bloody Cup. Or if a chance presents itself to get Bloody Cup, I can forget about Grey Ghost, just play Bloody Cup and Vidonot, so that would be a good opening round. And yeah, Hob duped, so that helps for Morgulis. But for first snow, I need that Forgotten Plans to be gone, and once it's gone, I can first snow, and then everything goes. If something is duped by chance, then yeah, it's just then becomes exposed for Morgulis. So I'm not worried about the charts really.
There is Meister Murin, which is alright in this matchup, right?
Yeah. But also, he's the only military icon, so if he
If he
spends
prevents
himself,
it,
then okay, this Shadow Tower was a slight surprise for me. I didn't remember it from testing it. Didn't think that this would do anything relevant.
what does it do actually? Oh, so after you win as
Yeah, if you win on
defending,
defense, you
yeah.
can lock someone from attacking, but
Okay.
I'm probably not going to do a weird challenge here. Slightly worrying that there's 3 gold. I mean, you're playing as choke, so you're not leaving 3 gold unless there's something to spend it on.
I'm always thinking that it's catapult.
Yeah, I was considering that too, but I thought, okay, I have Iron Fleet Scout, so everything, well, not everything actually, but at least Botley Crew is out of the range. So if I see Catapult coming in, I can just use the ship. So Marine was not used, which means I attack this one first, see if a chance clears itself for
Yeah, so either he
unopposed.
defends it or spends Malin, but also, yeah.
Could have done Lucas, right? Starting that with 3 gold. I mean, you have to guess that this could be Practice Blade. So almost sure there was something like that to stop my threats. So nothing I can do here, just win the challenge. See what happens. And the builder goes. And nothing stopping me from doing intrigue now, and I don't think there's a little bird, so that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, so it could be stopped by catapult, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have the Iron Fleet
Yeah,
Scouts
that's
there.
true. So this does nothing, right?
No. Some decks that abuse Lucas, but there's one copy here, and yeah, just for the style. And so it's happening here, and there's no hand judgment. The question is what to do exactly. With Bloody Cup, there's 2 options. So you can get rid of the dupe, or you can get rid of that standing hider. The thing is, I'm not pillaging him, so he's just going to come back. But now the econ is.
Yeah.
I mean, Flea Bottom Alley, as you said, was gone, and got rid of the gates, and now it's going to be difficult. So anything that you have to pay for to come back. I mean, hider could come back, but it's costing.
Yeah, but I wonder what. I don't remember. Was the 3 gold spent?
Yes, it will be spent shortly.
Okay.
So intrigue is happening. I cannot stop it. So I have one card that I don't want to lose. That's Balon. Morgulis I can probably not play against myself, right?
Yeah.
Lirania is not playing Morgulis here, so just as long as I don't lose Balon, anything else really is expendable.
Yeah, so this round to me, when I was watching,
Mhm.
it actually didn't look like we were massively winning. The one thing that you get rid of the big econ location, that's good, but the Bloody Cup seems like alright, but not the best. And then he plays Fresh Recruits, which can fetch Aemon or something like that, or one of those big military icons. But he actually goes for the cheap ones, which makes sense now that the icon is gone, and of course Season Woodsman.
Season Woodsman and Forest Patrol can come in with that tower. Plays Fresh Recruits in challenges though for the 3 gold, so could have won Dominance instead. So that's what it's tied now, but yeah. I mean, early days, so. And the cheapest possible character goes for Reserve.
Yeah.
And now I don't have anything worth here. Nothing balance is weak, and Foil Spring too many cards, so I have to play the other. Into reserves, wait for a better chance. And yeah, I need that Forgotten Plans to be gone. But I don't have a good first snow here, so I'm not forcing it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think in my experience it's like you either play it into first snow or you play it in winter festival. I think it was always the other one.
Hmm. Yeah, Forest Patrol comes in for free, so I don't want that. The wall, the only one, it's a bit expensive anyway. And here I'm looking. There's all useful attachments. I mean, Craven most of all. Catapult is kind of scary, but it costs 3, and exchange is just 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's so difficult to get that catapult. I think I'm actually safe from it if I just choose catapult here.
I would consider probably between defensive debris and catapult. Defensive debris you're probably not gonna bestow and it's gonna just be a draw card.
Was it available?
Yeah. I was thinking defensive debris, but I think it makes sense also with the pretty bad goal. So.
I have
So
Euron
you
there.
did now top deck Euron, which is pretty nice. And
I
come in for yeah, 1 gold would be left.
just checking. So I don't want the Gates of the Moon. Gives gold to my opponent. The other one does nothing. I mean, he could get lucky, but still useful to get him. I'm just thinking whether I should kneel the reducer. I mean, I have clearly have nothing to pay for that 1 gold, but just for the bluff,
Yeah.
forces characters to defend where they maybe otherwise wouldn't. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I could do with the icons as well, just to do attacks. And there's Seasoned Woodsman. Now, 1 cost attachment on him basically gains gold, because you can trigger his reaction and the agenda. It goes on Euron. Okay, no locations to steal, but stops the threat for future as well. And stops his renown, which is a way for me to win, even if I'm not decimating the board. And we get defensive debris on Woodsman as well, which again is not bestowed. And even if it were, I mean, I have 0 gold, so this round it's not going to matter. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. I will just close the window. So basically 3 defenders, and I have still that 1 stealth. Happy just to win military, first of all, because every character lost is costing something.
And if you claim the steward, we discussed you get Cage of Ravens and it doesn't do anything.
So mine just there to oppose at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And do I do the other ones? I can win the intrigue as well with Lucas. And then Euron is there, is a Tricon, so he'll defend anything, which is handy even milked. If I'd left 1 gold, I could have threatened with an so on that milk, but I think as soon as the first chance went through, it would be obvious. Or this unopposed one. But, I don't have it. If I had Saltcliffe Sailor, but I don't.
Yeah, if you have Zulkir or actually if you play against Night's Watch, you could have more town in this deck, but it's yeah.
Just checking how I am against the Woodsman. So if he defends, then I raise the strength here to 3. And if he doesn't, then Hagen's daughter can defend him and raise the strength to 4. So either way, I'm fine. So I'm just quietly winning with the challenges because I have stronger characters at this point.
Yeah, he has a very the econ is very good. But one gold left. Not sure what's with the
Yeah,
stockwork number.
yeah. I mean, you could.
I mean, you nailed the reducer, right? So
Could have been a nightmares at some point or a
yeah.
practice blade from shadows. From shadows
From
from hand.
shadows.
So still don't have a good nothing burns because there's soak for that attachment there. I'm not getting rid of the milk that way. So we go Winter Festival, expecting, well, hoping that Forgotten Plans is there to stop First Snow. First Snow at the moment is just Euron and Lucas against Hob, right? So it's pretty good, and I have Old Billbone and Eager that can come in.
And now you have as well. We do not so right.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't have much to play. If I'm expecting to play for Snow, then Northmont River is not that great. So I'm not sure about this. Maybe should have nailed the reducer here because now I can't play out both shadow cards plus we do not so. But okay, let's not be greedy.
Yeah, it isn't necessarily to be played.
Yeah, I mean, if I really want to win unopposed, which I could here with we do not so, then Grey Ghost could be big. But yeah, guess Old Bones is
Yeah,
the
Old
one that's
Bilbo
not in
can
it.
be
So
saved.
shadows for 0 that has to be forest patrol. I think the other option I think was tether salt. Maybe there's something else.
And I was thinking now it would be a good time to play Night Flyer, get rid of that location because then that shadow character can come into play as well.
Yeah, I don't have it.
I always think that it's gonna be there.
So Lirania passes the Malin window again, which means I can't really choose the attacker. Yeah. The reason for the delay is I remember I was thinking what's going to happen if Forest Patrol comes in. So it's 6 strength, which means 7 in total, and I want to be able to attack at least in a way to win on the attack. And I was thinking, okay, so if Forest Patrols comes in, I guess I do Grey Ghost. That's going to
Yeah,
count for other challenges as well. So
but now he does or she, sorry, uses Mullen on Lucas. The problem is now this one is unopposed if Greg Forest Patrol doesn't come out, but actually doesn't use it. Is there something else? It could also be recruit from the dungeons, right? But
yes, it could be. I need to get gold for that, which yeah, 0 cost attachment from hand onto Seasoned Woodsman triggered the agenda and his ability would work. Yeah. I was thinking, let's get rid of that Shadow Tower to stop Forest Patrol, but then thought, okay, how about Milk instead? I mean, it's not causing any problems and Forest Patrol has already failed to come in.
yeah, and also honestly, if you have even if you ignore the ability, you have renown, right? And it's
Yeah.
speeds it up a little bit.
So there's the wall in hand, we know that, because it was revealed with exchange. Not in the discard pile at the moment. Of course, uh, I just checked whether I should click on it because then you have to select something. I didn't check the log what was discarded. So wall, okay, fair enough. I mean at this point that's game over.
Yeah.
There is lay waste, which if you play lay waste on a stolen card, you can then as the owner search for something on your side, so you can discard the wall and search for a craven or something. So it's not a death sentence just yet, but yeah, it's a problem. That was quite lucky because there were 1,000 cards in hand. And look, the wall triggers. leftover characters.
Yeah, and if you actually got the Winter Festival, that would be up to 13 already, but for 11 still very good.
2 reasons if something goes wrong and I have 2 Morgulis.
Yeah, but it is looking like the Harris at this point.
Yeah. So what to do against it? So still personal doesn't seem worth it. For spring there's not 3 cards, there's 5, but
But
okay.
nothing burn doesn't seem very good now.
Yeah. Would get rid of my ship and that tower and
Yeah,
probably the sweet sleep.
Sweet sleep, yeah, but no.
I could get something bigger, right? Something better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for spring first. See what happens. Yeah, and honestly, Botley crew is going to survive the Harris, so the Wall and Crester seem unlikely that they would even be able to come in. That's the thing. So I could have kept Euron for the renown, but really 4 characters might as well, right?
Yeah, it's almost like now you play Night's Watch with defending the wall.
Cup just for good measure. Nothing actually to pay for here. Have a King's Road as well. I could have
And
done with
honestly,
the Nasha.
with Euron gone and nothing Marshall, it was looking like if that would continue and he had good eco, that would be a bit bad, right? But yeah.
I mean, there's Grey goes there and would bring in 2 extra characters and almost certain bloody cup. So still feeling alright there. Plus the
Yeah, so
chance to play
he
Morgulis.
marshals Blackbird. Blackbird sends the wall specifically, not any location, right?
It's Knight's of Location.
Oh, that's location. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't. Yeah, can be used on anything. Mm. It could be used for forest patrol, of
Actually,
course.
it worked out slightly better to bring it through shadows, right? So it's Shadow 1, and when it comes out, it stands Underground Vault.
Or it's the same.
No, you'd have 2 gold left, right?
No, because you don't have to pay 2 for shadows. You have to put it in the shadows. Pay 2.
Oh, there wasn't a gold to do that, right. Well, so here we go. This is going to be unopposed again, may as well. Boom.
Yeah, and there goes the waste.
Yeah. At this point, it looks like I'm just going to win anyway. It's the wall.
Yeah.
Look at all the gold for dominance. I feel a bit bad playing this deck. I mean, it snowballs so
Yeah.
ridiculously, and it snowballed in round 1 into this position. So the rest is just going through the motions, basically. And well, looks like I might not be able to defend the ball, but of course I have a random intrigue icon in shadows just because I do.
Yeah, it's actually winning, not just defending. So.
Yeah. And that's 15 with dominance. So that went okay. I was stressing about this game, but it went.
I think that was the best of the 3 that we had left, actually. The, the best matchup, right?
Yes,
Because the other
the
one is
most
the other
valuable.
way around that you play Night's Watch Valyrian still, and your opponent plays Greyjoy, although he plays Filthy, so uh, might be a bit more of a tough matchup.
Yeah, seemed a negative matchup for me, but not impossible to win. So that was playable, and we do have that recorded, and we'll try to record commentary if there's time. So hopefully you will join us for that one.
Bye bye.